Hello there, Sagittarius. Thank you so much for stopping by for your weekly tarot video forecast. This forecast is for the week of June 8th through the 14th. We're going to put down one card per day and see what comes up for that one particular card. Let's find out what you get. Okay, Sagittarius. On Monday, what you got is the attraction card. There is someone or something that you're spending some time with that you are very happy to be spending that time with them. This could be a person, it could be a project or an activity just as easily though, so let's not just go straight to love or friendship there. But just doing something that you're really enjoying. On Tuesday, what we have showing up is the Guardian. The Guardian is an ironic name for this card. This basically talks about temptation or fear, and that whatever is this temptation that we could fall for, or this fear that we could fall for, actually keeps us from fulfilling our path. Keeps us from going on the path that we came here to go on. That makes us feel fulfilled. So, when we've got this card coming up, this just means that we are looking this fear or this temptation straight in the face and making some kind of decision. Just with this one card doesn't say, what are we doing with this? No, it just says that we are facing it and we're making some type of decision based on that fear or temptation. We're deciding, are we going to give in to that today? Or are we going to move past it and continue on our path in a good and productive way? All right, Sagittarius, looking at Wednesday, we do have the Four of Swords showing up, or Four of Arrows, I should say. This does talk about what I like to call a forced downtime, which just means that this is a time when you're not doing everything that you would normally be doing. And this is not something of your own choosing. This is because of something that is beyond the scope of your control that happened, that has put you into this forced downtime. Okay? I don't think I have to think too hard of an example of that. Can anybody say coronavirus? So it's just an example. That doesn't mean we've got it hidden again. But, so you have some time to where you're not doing everything that you would normally do on Wednesday. And that gives you some time to really think about things you normally wouldn't have time to think about. So the butterfly in this card symbolizes the idea of going into this forced downtime with one mindset or one viewpoint and coming out after having thought about things in a different way or from a different perspective, or that you just wouldn't have thought about before, coming out with a whole different perspective and being able to see things completely differently. When the caterpillar goes into the cocoon, he has previously seen everything from a viewpoint of walking around on the ground. Once he comes out of the cocoon, the viewpoint is different. He can see things from wherever it is he wants to fly to and land. Same way for you. You come out of this with a bigger picture perspective. All right. So that was Sagittarius. Next that was Wednesday, I should say, for Sagittarius. Next we're going to look at Thursday. Here what we have is the Great Bear in reverse. And the Great Bear in reverse just means that there is somebody in your sphere of influence on Thursday who very likely could do something that could be taken as an offense or an insult. But instead of reacting or doing a knee-jerk reaction, you've decided, Sagittarius, that what you're going to do is just give this person some grace. You're not going to say anything. You're basically going to let it slide and just see what happens next. I like it when this card comes up because you end up later on with an understanding of what was happening in that person's world that made them do this thing that seems like it could be insulting or offensive. I'm not saying that you're necessarily going to feel like it was less of that, but you're going to have an understanding or an empathy of why they might have the perspective that they have, or why they might have said or done the thing that they did. And usually you're happy that you gave them grace during that time or with that particular thing. All right, so the next thing that we're looking at is Friday. Here we do have what this deck calls the Waters of Life, or the Ace of Vessels. And this just tells me that you're finding something new that you can really enjoy, something that brings calmness and peace to your emotions. Woo woo. Okay, let's look at Saturday. Saturday, what we have is the Hooded Man, which just tells me, Sagittarius, that on Saturday you may be spending quite a bit of time by yourself thinking some things through, sort of getting reoriented to your own life. What is it that I want? What is it that I want out of life? What is it that I have to offer? What am I bringing to the situations that I'm in right now? You're really getting your bearings, is what I'm hearing. You're getting your bearings as it pertains to you and life and the universe in some of this alone time. The bird figures strongly here. For some reason, my eye keeps getting drawn to that bird. Ah, okay, so during this time, I think you're going to be speaking with spirit in whatever way that you do that, whether that's meditation or something more casual. But I also get the sense that you are being drawn to find what it is that makes you feel fulfilled and satisfied, and to move towards that during this time of seclusion. La da da da. Sunday. You guys have the eel showing up in reverse. Sagittarius, it seems to me like there's some kind of problem or trouble that you've been trying to find a solution to for a while, and you have been looking in some really outlandish places for this solution. Like none of the typical answers seem to make sense or to work for your situation. And so you've been trying some things that other people may not have even thought about. When this card is coming up, the impression that I have for you, Sagittarius, is that you are really getting to the point of being sort of at wit's end, like not knowing what to do next, and also, even more importantly, just very tired from trying to find the solution to this problem. You may be about to just step back from the problem and let some other people handle finding that solution. And for some of you, not for all of you, but for some of you, that's going to be the more healthy thing to do anyway. Yeah, let's leave that there. So anyway, that's your week, Sagittarius. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me. I appreciate it. I look forward to seeing some of you here for private readings, and the rest of you, I'll see back on the next video. Peace out.